I had a 2-hour one-to-one conversation this close with Barbara Streisand. At the end of my conversation, I said, I have commissioned a 2-foot-tall sculpture of your head for our garden. And she said, you're crazy. And I said, yes, I know that. So here it is. It's a Georgian rectory built in 1840, and it's in southwest London. It looks from the outside like a child's drawing. It feels like something that I suppose I'd fantasized about living in since I was a little boy. I've had people come into the house and gone, oh, I can't look at all these masks, they freak me out, or there's too much stuff. Or other people come in and say, feel like I've always lived here. I think because of my job, you have to try and inhabit other people's lives. So masks, puppets, portraits, people and pictures is what I've mostly collected and responded to. This celebrated American designer, Nancy Lancaster, she designed a house in Mayfair and had a yellow drawing room that was on the cover of a magazine. And my wife said, we're always painting the rooms. That's the color we should have in this drawing room. It took a few goes to get the right color of paint. It feels sunny in the day, especially when it's the middle of winter as we are now. It always feels bright and lifts your spirits. And at night, the combination of candlelight and the yellow wall seem to sort of double up the glow of it. My wife and I bought everything in pairs, and this room is testament to that. There are 2 of absolutely everything all the way around. My wife died 3 years ago. 4 days before she died, she said, I charge you both to try and find a pocketful of happiness in each day. It has proved to be an extraordinarily wise mantra. So this is a room that my wife used to teach actors in privately because she was a dialect coach. We now use it to play the piano and as a reading room. The most important thing about reading is that you have to find a good, comfortable chair that you can then, pretend that you're reading and then just, quietly nod off. That's the idea. The piano is a friend of mine's, and he moved apartment and he couldn't fit it in his new place. So he lent it to me 25 years ago and hasn't asked for it back yet. So it sounds terrible, but the central heating makes it go all wonky, so it sounds like a honky-tonk, which is good for Christmas carols. Cheers everybody up. I made doll's houses for my daughter when she was little. I made a replica of our house in doll's house form, so she would play with that. It's a whole other subculture of collecting in miniature form. This used to be the original kitchen, and the stove used to be in here, and then previous owners took the Aga from here and put it into the conservatory. So because it's right next to the kitchen, and there's a television here as well, it's very easy to eat and graze out of the fridge and watch TV and sit in front of the fire in here, especially in the winter. All the sofas in the house have come from George Smith in New Kings Road. You just go and buy them off the shop floor, which is great, but you don't have to wait too long, as I'm very impatient. These are cassette box holders that I bought in Habitat. Just painted them and cut out photographs from old albums and just put them on here like little miniature 3D stage sets. This is a kitchen conservatory. Obviously it has the most light in the house, so very attractive to be in. I like hyacinths and paper whites for Christmas because it brings spring into your house, albeit forced, in the middle of winter. My wife embroidered every single cushion that's in this house. So once a year, she did a cushion cover or something that was on a frame of key events or people or movies or jobs that we did. So that our whole history of our marriage is in these embroidered things around the house. So even though she's not physically here, all the things that she made are still around me. I'll show you the outdoor pergola where we can eat outside because there's a fire. Come and have a look. So this is a pergola, so we can eat outside, and even though it's a walled garden and surrounded by greenery, you can still hear the road just over the wall at all times, which is why I bought this huge 18th century Italian fountain, so that the water distracts you from sound of the road. These copper panels here, they're from the 1870s from Manchester, and I bought them from an antique dealer because I thought that it was too low, so I wanted something that a frieze on the top. And then people can be in here and then dance in there, so it's a great outdoor space. If it's not raining, put the fire on and sit out here and eat leftovers on Boxing Day. Barbara Streisand. Favouring her preferred left profile and surrounded by Prasini March from the film of Saltburn. The Jo Malone perfume shops had these baubles as part of their Christmas decorations, so I got about 40 of them. It's a perfect frame for her. My candle bill is very large. Burn a lot of candles because it's the best lighting. If you're over 35 years old, which I astonishingly am, candlelight is the most gorgeous thing. I've been to a Catholic church supply shop in Paris that you can buy these long wax tapers, so you don't have to go around with a match or burn yourself with a cigarette lighter. Well, it's already getting darker. Yes, Christmas is coming. So thank you very much for joining me, and I wish you all a great Christmas. I think this is alcoholic. I'm allergic to alcohol, so I'll have the tea champagne version, one I prepared earlier. Cheers.